Hello everyone, this is the Grand Solar Minimum's Crazy Canuck coming back at you from Saskatchewan, Canada. Figured I'd give you a little update here on the workbench project. Built a router sled out of a bunch of scrap metal. I've got a couple harrow pipes here that I was using as a panel clamp before. That's what I've got the top set on. A couple pieces of angle iron to run the sled on. And then the sled itself is just a couple pieces of angle iron, block of wood, couple clamps, and the router. So basically the router sits in these angle irons, and you can slide it back and forth and you can get a perfectly level top. Now I've done the bottom, flipped it over, did one pass on the top, and then I ran some resin that's used in fiberglassing into some of the larger cracks that I filled up with sawdust first, and it'll help make for a nice smooth crack free or at least crack reduced top. So I'm going to run one more pass and it's good enough, and then I'm going to have to build a base for it. And I found a pallet yesterday. It's got some 8-foot material on it. It'll be really nice for constructing the base. So I'm going to do part of this pass and we'll come back and take a look at it. Alright, as you can see, I ran about half the table off here with the router sled, and there is a low spot in here. I might not worry about that right now. Everything else is nice and smooth. A couple little cracks here and there, that this one over here, but I could always fill those after the table's built and run a coat of epoxy or resin over top of this and then just sand it off nice and smooth. But for a workbench, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to get beat up anyway, and this low spot can definitely be filled very easily, and then just router it off again. Just take just a 1/16 of an inch or something, take it off. But that makes such a nice nice finish on here. I've got the pallet wood for the main body, more pallet wood for the outside that's screwed into place here. It's glued, screwed. This is going to make a really nice base for my workbench. Then I can actually get part of this shop organized and have all my woodworking stuff in one place instead of scattered everywhere. So that's it for this little update. Just a few minutes, and I hear it's starting to rain outside, and it's -8 Celsius, so that's not going to be good. More ice to deal with. But yeah, it's a cheap way to make a table, cheap way to make a workbench. Anytime you can scavenge up something and use it, you're saving money that you can be putting into something else like growing food, picking up supplies, and just general preparedness. So, as usual, like if you like, subscribe if you haven't, spread the word. Let's grow some food and build some benches.